The project just crashed, a complete system failure after months of work. Your carefully constructed goals lie in ruins, a stark reminder of effort lost. This isn't just a setback. It's a critical incident demanding immediate attention, not just emotional reactions. The immediate gut punch is universal. Frustration burns, a wave of despair threatens to overwhelm any logical thought. This raw emotional response, while natural, often blinds us to the critical data embedded within the failure itself. Yet, dwelling in that emotional vortex solves nothing. What if we could instantly disengage from the drama of the moment and see this failure for what it truly is? A detailed lab report. A report filled with invaluable data waiting to be analyzed. That project crash was not a failure. It was objective data. It is a precise input, a measured output, and a clear deviation from the expected result. This isn't about what went wrong emotionally. It's about what happened factually. Shift your perspective from defeat to discovery. Every attempt is an experiment, and every outcome is a lab report. We record the conditions, the variables, and the results with neutral observation. There's no good or bad, only observed phenomena. This transforms personal setbacks into impersonal findings. This allows us to detach from the emotional weight of a mistake. Instead of internalizing blame, we dissect the event like a scientist dissects a sample. We are looking for insights, not justifications. This objective lens reveals the true mechanics of what occurred. When a project crashes or a goal fails, the immediate human response often triggers the emotion trap. Personal setbacks become clouded by feelings like frustration or disappointment, obscuring the valuable objective data available for analysis. This emotional reaction prevents clear, dispassionate evaluation. Dwelling in this emotion trap incurs significant costs, primarily manifesting as unproductive regret and misplaced blame. We lament past decisions instead of dissecting their outcomes or assign fault externally, failing to identify actionable internal improvements. This cycle drains energy and halts progress. Escaping this costly cycle requires deliberate emotional detachment. View your personal setbacks not as personal failings, but as data points from a lab experiment. This objective distance allows you to observe, analyze, and diagnose the issue without the interference of destructive feelings. Instead of reacting emotionally, view every experience as a controlled experiment within your personal life lab. This systematic approach allows you to observe variables without the noise of judgment or blame. Every interaction, every decision becomes a data point, ready for dispassionate review and analysis. Apply the scientific method to your daily setbacks. Formulate a hypothesis, test it with action, and meticulously record the experiment results. There is no good or bad outcome, only raw data revealing cause and effect. This objective lens transforms failure into pure information. These findings are not personal attacks, but invaluable information for iteration. Each failed strategy, each misstep provides precise data points for your next attempt. Embrace this data to refine your methods, ensuring continuous emotionless improvement towards your objective. Consider a day that completely derails, a project that crashes unexpectedly. This isn't personal misfortune, it's a system malfunction. Treat that bad day like a critical software bug in your life's operating system, demanding immediate, objective analysis. There is no room for emotional reaction, only cold, hard data collection. Like a developer debugging code, your task is to isolate the variables. What specific actions, decisions, or external inputs triggered the failure? Strip away the narrative of everything went wrong and pinpoint the exact lines of code that generated the error. This is error analysis, not lamentation. We are not interested in the emotional fallout, only the mechanism of failure. Each identified bug is a direct pathway to understanding a flaw in your process or environment. Systematically trace the chain of events to its origin, identifying the root cause without self-blame, just facts. After identifying a system bug, your next step is pure data collection. Strip away all judgment and personal feelings from the incident. What were the exact conditions and sequences leading to that error? This initial phase is about gathering raw data through meticulous, objective observation. Document everything, immediately and precisely. Write down the exact sequence of events, specific inputs, and observed outputs. Focus solely on verifiable facts, not interpretations or blame. This thorough documentation creates an unassailable record of the incident. Quantify the outcomes without emotional overlay. What were the specific measurable impacts of this failure on your project or goal? Record the exact resource drain or performance reduction. This objective documentation sets the stage, moving you past emotional reactions towards actionable understanding. Now, let us distinguish. Your project did not crash due to an overwhelming sense of bad luck, but specific, measurable issues. That is the crucial difference between drama and data. Emotional exaggeration obstructs true analysis, creating noise instead of clear signals. Drama describes how it felt, focusing on frustration or disappointment. Data outlines what occurred, detailing factual elements like missed deadlines, resource shortfalls, or incorrect parameters. To gain clarity, we must strip away the emotional narrative and focus solely on the observable facts. A missed deadline is not a personal failure. It is a scheduling miscalculation. A software bug is not a disaster. It is a line of faulty code. Separating the emotional exaggeration from the objective factual elements allows for precise problem identification and effective solution generation. Once you filter out the emotional drama, what remains is the pure objective data. This factual evidence becomes your precise map, clearly guiding your next moves. It transforms passive observation into active problem solving, pinpointing the actual faulty component with dispassionate clarity. Embrace a dispassionate approach, a stoic calm in the face of setbacks. This isn't about ignoring feelings, but about prioritizing function over frustration. Such detachment reveals practical solutions often obscured by panic, moving you toward repair. Just like a mechanic examining an engine, you are now focused solely on repair. Your analytical mind seeks pathways to fix the issue, not to dwell on blame or regret. This objective lens empowers you to implement direct, effective solutions, ensuring the project moves forward. This constant dispassionate analysis builds emotional immunity. You begin to perceive challenges not as personal affronts, but as pure data points. It is about consistently applying an objective lens, removing the personal stake from the outcome. With this immunity, data retrieval becomes effortless. Emotional noise no longer obstructs your view, allowing for superior self-control in high-pressure situations. You gain an advantage by remaining calm, while others react impulsively. Cultivating rational thought becomes your default setting. This isn't about suppressing feelings, but about redirecting their energy. It is about channeling raw data into actionable insights, ensuring your next move is always strategic, never reactive. Emotional immunity isn't about burying what you feel. It is about understanding it. Your internal signals, though often chaotic, contain vital data points. We refine our emotional intelligence by treating these feelings as raw input, not as directives to be blindly obeyed. This allows for clear analysis. Discernment is the key skill. Identify the true signal in the noise, distinguishing genuine alarm from unproductive emotional static. This active process reduces internal distractions, allowing you to focus purely on the objective facts. It clarifies the path forward. By recognizing these internal signals without succumbing to their immediate pull, we foster a controlled response. This isn't suppression, it's disciplined interpretation and redirection. You acknowledge the feeling, extract its underlying information, and then pivot to an objective solution. It's precise action. By transforming emotional signals into objective data, you immediately initiate accelerated learning. This strategic shift cultivates a robust growth mindset where every outcome is a valuable lab report. You move past subjective feelings, focusing purely on what the data reveals about your process. This data-centric approach works to eliminate blame, both internal and external. Instead, it prioritizes concrete knowledge building, turning every setback into a documented case study. The emotional drain of self-recrimination is replaced by the productive analysis of operational facts. The result is undeniable efficiency in your problem resolution. By systematically dissecting outcomes without emotional interference, you pinpoint precise adjustments. This analytical rigor ensures superior, optimized results, propelling you forward with calculated precision and minimal wasted effort. Objective data processing transforms every setback into an invaluable objective lesson. This systematic approach strips away emotional noise, revealing the core mechanics of what went wrong. It is the direct route to true mastery, not through avoiding errors, but by extracting precise intelligence from them. With each objective lesson learned, you gain precise insights into system performance. This empowers you to accurately adjust variables within your strategy, refining your approach with surgical precision. It ensures continuous improvement, turning every past mistake into a catalyst for enhanced future execution. This relentless cycle of objective analysis and strategic adjustment solidifies your command over any challenge. You are not just reacting, but proactively engineering optimal outcomes for future growth. This is how true mastery is forged. One data point, one refined variable, one successful iteration at a time.